Pumpkin lashes out at June in Mama June, Family Crisis, and puts her foot down. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mama June. Lauren, Pumpkin Efird, star of Family Crisis, is telling Mama June Shannon just how she feels because she has had enough. She's sick of thinking that she's the center of the universe and that everyone should stop what they're doing to focus on her. Pumpkin is therefore enraged to learn about their wedding arrangements from Justin's mother. Mama June. Lauren Efird is tired of June Shannon. Lauren Pumpkin Efird becomes enraged upon learning that her mother, the star of Mama June, Family Crisis, is arranging a lavish wedding for Justin Stroud. She has never heard of this before, and it's not from her mother either. She then snaps at her mother over the phone. She first wants to know why, considering that she is already married, she is organizing a wedding. She then asks why it is Roxana Stroud, Justin's mother, and not her that tells her about it. She tells her daughter at the beginning of one of her spiels that she wants a wedding, and that everyone must attend. She is, however, not buying her mother's arguments. She inquires as to if this is one of her eye-catching money pits. Her mother tells her that she is managing everything on a budget and disputes this. Watchers of Weave are aware that the couple discussed getting married earlier in the season, and she expressed her desire to go all out with all the bling to Justin. Then, calling her mother out, she says, "You never have a *** king budget, except when it comes to caring for Alana. Let's be honest. How much was the real cost of Mama June's Weave wedding?" One contentious topic among the cast members is still money. With complete custody of her younger sister Alana, Honey Boo Boo Thompson, Pumpkin is enraged that she would spend thousands of dollars on another wedding, given her usual penchant for frugal living. She is upset that their mother only gives Alana $800 in child support each month. She believes it would not be sufficient to meet her sister's requirements in full. She and her spouse, Josh Efird, are therefore under a lot of financial strain to make up the deficit. Raising 4 children of their own adds a significant financial burden. What amount of money did the famous person from Weave spend on her wedding? For $13,000, she claims to have taken care of everything, including the ceremony, meals, clothes, flowers, and more. On the other hand, a domestic wedding comparable to the couple's is expected to cost $30,000 on average, according to the wedding planning website The Knot. It appears that she is either really adept at sticking to a budget or that her calculations are far off. In any case, her daughter believes there were more useful and better uses for that money. Pumpkin, a family member, is tired of her mother's lies. Lauren Efird is so tired of her deceitful and self-centered behavior. She lets her mother know that she won't be going to the bridal shower. Her daughter lashes out at her, saying, "Because I have 5 kids to *** king raise and one of them is yours," when she questions why. She keeps attempting to persuade her to go. She offers to bring the kids, telling her Pumpkin. She will not have it though. Lauren tells the Weave camera during her confessional that she is tired of her mother lying. She is all about mending her relationships and believes she can persuade others that she is the greatest mother there is. However, I will tell you something. My absence from the bridal shower will soon be known to Justin's family. When Alana's mother, Mama June Shannon, requests that she and her sister, Dodo Shannon, attend the shower, Efird informs Mama June it's going to be up to her mother to handle the family crisis. However, there are still a lot of issues that need to be resolved between all of the ladies in order to mend their damaged family, regardless of Lauren Shannon Efird's decision to forego the wedding shower. Unfortunately, even then, a lot of admirers think that their relationship will probably never be the same. The summer heat was sweltering in Hampton, Georgia, as Lauren Pumpkin Efird paced back and forth in her living room. The tension in the air was palpable, and the weight of her responsibilities pressed heavily on her shoulders. Pumpkin had always been the glue holding her family together, especially after their mother, June Shannon, had fallen into a destructive spiral of addiction and poor choices. June had been in and out of their lives for years, her erratic behavior causing pain and chaos for her daughters. But now, with her mother's latest antics, Pumpkin had reached her breaking point. The final straw had come when June had promised to be there for Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson's high school graduation, only to not show up. Pumpkin's husband, Josh Eford, sat nearby, watching her with concern. "You okay, babe?" he asked, his voice steady and supportive. Pumpkin stopped pacing and sighed deeply. "I can't take it anymore, Josh. Mama's been given so many chances, and she keeps letting us down. I need to do something, for Alana's sake, for our family's sake." Josh nodded. "Whatever you decide, I'm with you. Just remember, you're not alone in this." Determined to confront her mother and put an end to the cycle of disappointment, Pumpkin picked up her phone and dialed June's number. The phone rang several times before June finally answered. "Hey, Pumpkin." June's voice was cheerful, almost oblivious to the turmoil she had caused. "Mama, we need to talk. Can you come over?" Pumpkin's tone left no room for argument. "Sure, honey. I'll be there in a bit," June replied, sensing the seriousness in her daughter's voice. As Pumpkin hung up, she steeled herself for the confrontation ahead. It was time to put her foot down and demand the respect and responsibility that her family deserved. June arrived at Pumpkin's house an hour later, her expression guarded but hopeful. She knew she had messed up again, but part of her still clung to the hope that her daughters would forgive her as they always had. As she walked in, she was greeted by an uncharacteristically silent and tense atmosphere. Pumpkin stood in the center of the living room, her arms crossed and her face set in a determined frown. Alana sat on the couch, her eyes red and puffy from crying, while Josh leaned against the kitchen counter, watching the scene unfold. "Hey, everyone," June said, trying to break the ice with a forced smile. "Mama, sit down," Pumpkin said, her voice firm. June sat on the edge of the couch, feeling a knot form in her stomach. She had a bad feeling about this conversation. "Mama, do you have any idea how much you hurt Alana by not showing up to her graduation?" Pumpkin began, her voice trembling with emotion. June looked at Alana, who avoided her gaze. "I'm sorry, Alana. I really am. I didn't mean to." "It's not about meaning to, Mama," Pumpkin interrupted, her voice rising. "It's about you always promising and never delivering. It's about you choosing your addictions and bad decisions over your family time and time again." June's eyes filled with tears. "Pumpkin, I know I've made mistakes. I'm trying to get better, but it's hard." Pumpkin took a deep breath, fighting back her own tears. "We all want you to get better, Mama, but you need to understand that your actions have consequences. You can't just waltz in and out of our lives whenever you feel like it. We deserve stability. Alana deserves stability." June wiped her tears, her hands trembling. "I know, Pumpkin. I'm so sorry." "Sorry isn't enough anymore," Pumpkin said, her voice cracking. "We need actions, not words. If you want to be part of this family, you need to prove it. No more broken promises, no more excuses." June nodded, her heart heavy. "I understand. I'll do whatever it takes to make things right." Pumpkin's gaze softened slightly, but her resolve remained strong. "I hope you mean that, Mama, because if you let us down again, there won't be any more chances." After the intense confrontation, Pumpkin knew that setting clear boundaries was essential for their family's healing. She sat down with Alana and Josh to discuss the next steps. "Alana, how are you feeling?" Pumpkin asked gently. Alana shrugged, still hurt but relieved that Pumpkin had confronted June. "I don't know. I want to believe Mama, but I'm scared she'll let us down again." "I understand, sweetie," Pumpkin said, wrapping an arm around her sister. "That's why we need to set boundaries and make sure Mama knows what's expected of her." Josh nodded in agreement. "We need to be clear about what we need from her, and what the consequences will be if she doesn't follow through." Together, they came up with a list of boundaries and expectations for June. Pumpkin wrote down the list and handed it to Alana. "What do you think, Alana? Is there anything you want to add?" Alana looked over the list and nodded. "I think this covers everything. I just want Mama to really try this time." Pumpkin hugged her sister tightly. "We all do, Alana. We'll give this to Mama and make sure she understands. We need to stick together and support each other through this." The next day, they invited June over again to discuss the boundaries. When June arrived, she was visibly nervous. but she was determined to make amends. Mama, we've come up with some boundaries and expectations that we need you to follow, Pumpkin said, handing her the list. This is what we need from you if you want to be part of our lives. June read the list carefully, her eyes filling with tears again. I understand. I promise I'll do everything I can to follow these and make things right. Pumpkin nodded, feeling a glimmer of hope. We'll be here to